This is it. This is the Titan II Elite, a phone I think many of you have been waiting for. And I'm currently here at MWC in Barcelona and got to try it as like one of the first ones because we got there very, very early. It's me, Ole, and this is my hands-on video of the Titan II Elite by Unihertz. So this is the Titan II Elite, a successor to the existing Titan II by Unihertz. Although it's not really a successor because they sell them side by side. So it's more like a different version of the existing Titan II. And you can see that in the design where you'll find some similarities, although it's still something totally different. So the phone is much smaller than the Titan II and it's also a little bit lighter in hands. The sides are made from aluminum, and on the right side you'll find a power button, which is also a fingerprint sensor, and below that there is a function key in red that you can program to open different apps or do different tasks. On the bottom you'll have a USB-C port, which is capable of loading the, I think it was 4,200 mAh battery with up to 60 watts, so that should mean fast charging times. On the left side you'll find the volume rocker as well as a nano SIM card slot. The phone has dual SIM, so one is a nano SIM card and one is an eSIM. And sadly there is no SD card slot on the side. On the top you'll have a speaker, an IR blaster, and very sadly no 3.5mm headphone jack, even though this phone is quite thick. And you can see that when you compare it to the existing Titan II, when you put them side by side, they have about the same thickness. So it's a chunky little phone, but I wouldn't say that it feels thick in hands. On the back you'll find a not really inspiring backside with a camera bump on the top with two 50-megapixel shooters. One is a telephoto lens, one is a normal lens, but we couldn't really test those cameras as the prototype had a very pinkish color on top when you put it into telephoto mode, so I cannot comment on those yet, but they looked okay on first glance. And on the bottom you'll find the Unihertz logo, and that is all on a glass-like plastic back cover, which isn't as premium as the size of the phone, but I'd say it's still okay. I would say the Titan II, the regular one with its leather-like back cover, felt a little bit grippier in hands. If we go to the front of the phone, I'd say this is where the real party piece of the phone is, because this is where it looks the most beautiful. On the top you have a 4.03-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and a resolution of 1080 by 1200 pixels, I think, because it seems like they use the exact same panel that the Clicks communicator is using. And that means that you also have the hole punch camera lens in the top left, which is a 32-megapixel shooter. Below that you have a completely redesigned keyboard by Unihertz, and they finally managed to integrate the navigation buttons that you had on the Titan II in a much better way, and that is on the bottom side. And also they finally managed to place the shift button in the right position. If you compare the keyboard to the existing Titan II keyboard, I would say it's a little bit less clicky, but not in a bad way. It's completely fine, you can type with it, especially if you compare it to the existing Titan range that we had before the Titan II, it's miles ahead. Also, the keyboard holds a special party trick up its sleeve, and that is that it is touch sensitive. We've seen that before, but the special feature is that you can configure it to be a scroll pad on the right side, and you can use the left side as a mouse cursor, and you can do that at the same time. And then this whole thing becomes a trackpad essentially, and that really was kind of cool. I think it's still in development because sometimes it glitched a bit, or when you scroll down it also thought that you've moved the mouse, but other than that, it's a cool feature. If we go to the internals of the phone, they confirmed some of the specs. But what is for sure is that there'll be two versions of the phone. So not only two colors that the phone has, where one is copper and one is black, and I'd say I really prefer the black one. The copper color isn't my type exactly, but it's still something else. They'll have two versions on the internal side as well, and that means two processors. So a more budget-friendly option with the Dimensity 7400 series by MediaTek, and also a more pro version with the Dimensity 8400 series by MediaTek. They confirmed that the 7400 series will have 12 GB of RAM, but they couldn't say anything about the 8400 version yet, as probably all of you know, the RAM prices currently are a bit up and down everywhere. Also, they promise 5 years of updates, updates until Android 20, and also security updates until 2031. Sadly, they couldn't share the prices of the phone yet, but what they could say is that the phone will be more expensive than the Titan 2, as they see it as more of a premium product, and they will launch it on Kickstarter this month, so in March. They will also send the first review units to testers at the end of March, maybe the beginning of April, and that is when you will see most of the content about the phone, because hopefully I will get one too. So this is all I can tell you and all I know now. All I can say is the phone feels good. It feels like a solid product. It's finally something that is not as chunky as the old Titan series, so that is a good thing. And I'm very, very excited about how it will compare to the Clix Communicator. One thing I can say, as I have handled both of them, is that I actually prefer the bigger chin of the Clix Communicator, as this makes it a bit more comfortable to hold, but I do appreciate the small size of the Titan 2. So this whole comparison only makes sense when I have both phones in hand. And when I have that, and when I have both of them, I will share a lot of videos about the two. So this is it for this video. I'll be here in Barcelona at MWC for the next 2 days until Wednesday. So expect a lot of content about cool products, cool tech and niche products. If you like the video, make sure you give the video a like. Leave a comment in the comment section below on what you think about the Titan 2 Elite by Unihertz. And if you don't do that already, please make sure to follow me on my social media pages, Instagram and X. There is where you will find all of the content first and updates on my story page. So there's nothing left to say, then thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.